always have a lot of great work to choose from, and sometimes the hardest thing is deciding on which spot to run.
We saw boards for about 10 spots, and when we saw this one, we knew that this was the right one.
Being that we live in New York, there are quite a few pigeons sort of floating around, and you know, pigeons have always been associated with shipping for, you know, the last couple thousand years.
Once we had sort of the pigeon idea, which seemed like a natural connection to FedEx with carrier pigeons and shipping, sort of making them giant and taking it sort of in this direction was a way to kind of just make it larger than life and make it somewhat of a spectacle that you'd expect to get on the Super Bowl.
What really works well is a simple story told in a very epic way with a lot of fun.
I had no idea it was a Super Bowl commercial until it was said in front of me on set an hour after I got here.
When I read for this spot, I had no idea what it was. All I know is it was funny, and I liked the character, the boss. So, let me get this straight. You've solved all our shipping problems with pigeons.
Carrier pigeons.
Isn't this a little outdated?
No, sir. This is actually my first time working with animals. So far, they've been good. No accidents yet. My shirt's still clean, which is miraculous.
We have about 225 pigeons. About 200 of them are just in cages or sitting. A lot of them have done movies before, so they're used to, we place them somewhere, they'll just stay.
We didn't really know that there were so many different types of pigeons until we started getting into it. There are white pigeons, there are gray pigeons, there are brown pigeons, there are white pigeons with brown spots, there are white pigeons with gray spots.
They work for birdseed.
For the Super Bowl shoot, a lot more goes into it than meets you at the eye. We have a lot of pigeons, 200 pigeons, and we have to have the Humane Society here to keep an eye on them, make sure that we're treating them right and taking care of our animal rights.
Basically, we have an agreement through SAG, and so all productions will notify us when animals are in use on set. We look to make sure that the animals are safe, so if that's preventative measures or that they're following our guidelines.
What about the big stuff?
That's been taken care of.
Yeah, we've got the regular size pigeons, but it's the large pigeons. That's going to be the boom magic.
When you see the extras running through the chaos in the street, they're reacting to the giant pigeons that we've created here at Framestore, New York.
Rather than going to a studio and shooting pigeons on green or blue, we thought the physical nature of the CGI and the way we can get the weight was going to sell that and kind of create more drama. So that was one of our early decisions, to use CGI in the process as opposed to live action.
The key challenge with the FedEx pigeons is they're covered with feathers, which is an amazingly complicated process to have them all lay down over the surface and not intersect and pass through each other.
Special effects being what it is now and knowing what we have the ability to do, it makes it probably a little bit more fun for their creatives to come up with ideas, knowing that they don't necessarily have to stay in a realistic world.
Just to create the CG giant pigeons, I reckon we're talking about 1,000 man-hours has gone in at least. There's been about a team of about 21 at maximum CG artists working on this. The animation team was about 7 people. We started work on the pigeon design and look development in November.
Stand by for picture, please.
It's movie magic, you know, when we take over the streets downtown LA early on a Saturday and start crashing cars and dropping crates and having people run through the streets screaming wildly. It's just another day in LA.
We're all set to go. All right, here we go, folks. From the top, fire in the hole, effects go hot.
This shot was particularly challenging. Obviously, there's a safety aspect of the shot where it's quite a big stunt. You're throwing albeit a small car, but still throwing a car through a window. So obviously, the set had to be emptied out. The car itself was shot with a green screen background there. We then took the car out and we added in our actors, who are just standing there rather deadpan. And then we have a background that we put in. We then have to sort of add all the elements together, and we make sure these guys, although they weren't there, we add kind of different dust and glass elements that we've shot to kind of sell the idea that they're actually getting covered in the dust from the breaking glass in.
Things have gone pretty smoothly. It's really a team effort between the production company and the agency and the client.
It takes a lot of patience and, you know, a lot of vision to try and stay on track and just keep it going in the right direction.
It's about preparation. If you hire the right people and you have time to get ready, then it's easy.
We like to work with the best folks in the business on our Super Bowl commercial because there's a lot at stake.
The reason that we're in the Super Bowl is because this is the main event.
I think this commercial is really well written and the style is very apparent.
This is a fun thing, and it is work, yeah, and it's hard work.
It's our one time a year to be able to connect with a great audience. There's probably 120 million folks that will be watching the Super Bowl this year from around the world. It's also a great salute to our 280,000 team members all around the globe to honor the hard work that they do to help us build the brand each and every day.
So, let me get this straight. You've solved all our shipping problems with pigeons.
Carrier pigeon, sir.
Isn't this a little outdated?
No. These babies are equipped with GPS and night vision. This little guy's headed off to Cleveland.
Amazing. What about the big stuff?
That's been taken care of.
Wow. Let's switch to FedEx.